Good to Me was a record that I've kind of worked on for the past couple years. To kind of get to the story of Good to Me, I kind of got to scoot back a little bit. I'm a pastor's kid from the Carolinas, product of the South. Music was always a part of our life. And my parents pushed me, they said, hey, if whatever you want to do, if it's music, if it's sports, if it's this, if you put yourself 100% into it, we'll support it. And so music was my thing because that was an opportunity for me to be able to speak my mind and speak the truth that I had kind of on my heart, but do it in a form that was universal, that I could speak to many people. Grew up in a small town, lived a lot of life in a few short years, ended up getting my girlfriend pregnant when I was 17 and she was 18. We had dated for 2 months till the day we got married. And now we've been married this year, it'll be 16 years. We got 4 beautiful babies, and when we got married, we kind of knew that we kind of screwed everything up, and we're scared and we're fearful, and we had to rely on each other. And moved to Nashville, and we were 7 hours away from our family, and was leading worship and meeting anybody and everybody that I could, and ended up landing a record deal, and it was go time. I put out my first single, When Mercy Found Me. It got nominated for a Grammy, and shows came in, and we hit the road. And so I had a hard time turning down shows and turning down opportunities and taking time for myself. As time went on through 2012, 2016, I became that cynical, frustrated at the industry, at everything guy that I always told myself I wouldn't be. So I kind of put music down for a couple years. And what I realized, I was not telling people no, and I was not stopping for myself. So got off the road, started leading worship at a church again, which is where I started, and just kind of got back to the beginning of it all. And so I just started writing music again. I didn't know where it would go. I went into my buddy's house to go write one time and didn't really know what to write. And so he was like, man, you took some time off, you're back in it. Like, what's the drive? I looked at him and I said, man, all God has ever been is good to me. And when I look back on the road that I've lived so far, as a kid, being able to grow up in a house with the parents that pushed me to chase my dreams, to then finding the love of my life and being married for 16 years when we weren't even in the statistics of a marriage happening or surviving at 17 and 18 with a kid. And now to have 4 beautiful babies, to be able to travel, to be healthy, to be able to be around my family, all these things, man, he's never left me alone. I've never walked alone, I've never went without. I hope that when people hear this song, whatever stage or season that they're in, that they're walking in life, that they will be able to go, man, He's always been good. He's been joy in the sad times. He's been peace in the troubled times, and He's been loved when I felt lonely. I just have to wake up and put my eyes on Jesus and strap my boots on and go.